Hello and welcome to my Disgusting Food Museum presentation. Today I will be talking about Akutaq, which is an Arctic ice cream dish made from fish and or meat, animal fats and oils, berries, and sometimes other additives like potato, carrot, and greens. At the bottom here you can see is a glass of snow, which is also an ingredient in traditional recipes. So Akutaq is an ice cream adjacent dessert made and enjoyed by the indigenous peoples inhabiting the Arctic and subarctic regions of Alaska, Greenland, Labrador, and Quebec. Akutaq was originally made as a means for survival, using whatever meat and berries that could be found, and often was consumed as a special traveling food since it's very high in fat and can be sustaining. But it is now more known as a traditional delicacy with different variations of the recipe passed down through generations for thousands of years. There is not one universal recipe for Akutaq, and the ingredients can depend largely on family tradition. For example, some use sugar and some do not. Some use fish, while others use moose, reindeer, caribou, or polar bear meat. And some use vegetable shortening like Crisco, while others use animal oil or tallow from seal, walrus, or whale. And so nutrition can vary a lot by recipe, but this dish is generally praised for its high values of vitamin B12 and iron, high protein, and high calorie content, most of that from fat, and generally low sodium content as well. Also, as opposed to ice cream that many are familiar with, Akutaq is entirely dairy-free and sometimes even includes additions like tundra greens, Indian potato, or wild carrots, which each respectively add to the fiber and vitamin and mineral content of the dish. So like I said, recipes differ from family to family, but in general, Akutaq is made first by grinding and whisking the animal fat, then by adding in water, snow, or berry juice, as well as seal oil or whatever animal oil of choice they're using. Then, when the texture is fluffy and it is white in color, fish and meat, which are usually dried or pulverized, berries, and other flavorings are to be mixed in. Then it is covered and frozen until firm. So there are a couple traditions associated with Akutaq. First being that it is very rare and uncommon for an Akutaq recipe to be written down. The family recipe is treated a lot like an heirloom, and one can only learn how to prepare it by watching someone else do it. This can make it really hard to find a recipe online. Another tradition is that it is said that one's choice in what berries to use in their recipe is a lifetime decision. Which berry you use in your recipe usually has to do with the region that you're from, and although it is okay to eat any flavor that is made by others, it is considered socially unacceptable to make more than one kind. I think both of these traditions speak to how personal Akutaq recipes can be. Okay, so it is important to learn about other foods for a variety of reasons. With food being a universal link between all humans, not only does it increase understanding and appreciation for diversity of cultures and tradition around the world, but can improve overall health and nutrition and even enrich our culinary experiences and social connections. Alright, so I would rename this museum Favorite Foods because it emphasizes the fact that all of the foods featured, although perhaps new or different to different cultures, they are in fact someone's favorite food, and I think this frames the cultural differences in a very positive light that can make people appreciate the wide variety of food combinations and concoctions that can bring people joy and comfort. Referring to these foods as disgusting is unfair and inappropriate because it minimizes someone else's experience and implies that yours is somehow better or superior. It can also be ignorant if you don't understand the background of a certain dish, like its cultural significance, nutritional value, or past uses, and overall, calling someone else's favorite food disgusting is just a rude thing to do. So, in conclusion, I would sum it up in one sentence by saying that Akutaq is an Arctic delicacy maintained for thousands of years through tradition, a food enjoyed for its taste but also for its sustaining ingredients. And here are my references. Thank you.